Very much. What's your name again?
Nikki.
Nikki, thank you so much. So I ended up, wow, miles from where I started.
Hi, I'm Gypsy J.
Hi, I'm Gypsy J.
I'm Gypsy J.
I'm the Gypsy J you've been watching.
I'm Gypsy J, and it's another great day for an adventure. I'm a doofus, how are you? 'Cause I'm a doofus. Hello, I'm Gypsy J, and how are you? I'm a doofus, how are you? Now you say to yourself, what is wrong with this guy today? Well, I went off on an exciting adventure. Not the adventure I thought I was gonna go on. Oh no, I would like to welcome you to the first ever Hiking for Dummies Idiot Edition. And I'm your idiot, Gypsy J, resident moron. Now, I know you think I've been smoking something or whatever, but let me tell you what's going on here. I went to Blevins Gap Nature Preserve thinking, I need to go out, I need to make a video, and I'm gonna go somewhere close because it's right after the holidays. You know, a little on the spended some money side, so I gotta save up for big adventures that are coming up. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna go off to this beautiful Blevins Gap, go take a walk down a trail, go do my thing. Well, it all started off just wonderful and innocent enough until it wasn't fun anymore. And what happened was I made many mistakes, and I think that's what we're going to talk about right now, is the mistakes I made, and I'll tell you what ended up happening as we go along. Well, first of all, the right things that I did was I wore boots. I wore layered clothing, so in case I did get lost in the woods and somewhere out there overnight, at least I wouldn't freeze to death, okay? So I did take a fully charged cell phone. So these are things that I did do correctly. And that's where all the correctness, well, it's over. First of all, as you can see, this place goes on for quite a ways. And while it is surrounded by a highway and even a housing area, that wasn't much help for a moron such as myself. Now, what are you saying happened? Well, simple. I hiked down the trails. I didn't pay attention to the map coming in. Mistake number one. I should have took a picture of that map. Mistake number two. Mistake number three, I went by myself. Won't be doing that again. I did a number of things wrong. So, blindly, I go walking down trails, which, by the way, disappeared multiple times because, you're walking through the woods, you think you're on the trail, and suddenly another area can look like the trail. The markings on these trails are not the greatest. That is my number one gripe as an idiot who wanted to go hiking. It's easy to lose your way. If you don't know what you're doing, you think, hey man, I've gone hiking, I've gone up and done other things. Well, every place is not the same. And I found out, yes, it could have been a lot worse, but I found out what I would consider the embarrassing way. How easy it is to basically get lost in the woods and end up miles from where you thought you were. And luckily enough, I end up out in a neighborhood. I'm like, what the hell, man? I just left the highway. I don't know. It took me a couple hours, apparently. I wasn't paying attention to time. That's another mistake. But I kept on hiking, following this trail. Was told that if I followed the trail, it would take me back to where I started. That was incorrect. More my fault, probably didn't say where I started from, which was the parking lot, but I thought I went the right way. That was a mistake. Ended up in a housing area. Luckily enough, I've always relied on the kindness of strangers.
All right, somehow I managed to be several miles from my car. I was told if you keep on walking, that it comes right back out where I started. It did not. And now I'm in some neighborhood somewhere. And this nice lady who's walking over here, she's gonna take her dog home, and she's actually going to give me a ride to the Jeep. So I guess I'll be hanging out here for a moment, but I guess I got lucky there that this lady was gonna give me a ride, because it's a several mile walk. This is insane. Unbelievable. So, all right, I'm aiming forward, but thank you very much. What's your name again?
Nikki.
Nikki, thank you so much. So I ended up, wow, miles from where I started. And oh, you are such a lifesaver.
I'm happy to do it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I would have been walking for, literally, I would have been walking for a couple hours at least.
Well, watch this hill you'd have to hike.
Oh my goodness.
So as you can see, what ended up happening was that I hiked through the woods, down the mountainside, into a housing development that I had no clue where I was going or what I was doing because, well, I'm an idiot and I'm a moron. So please don't be an idiot. Don't be a moron when you go off hiking in the woods. Number one, check out the maps. That's usually provided right there when you first enter the parkway. Secondly, go with somebody. Make sure you take water, a cell phone, and dress accordingly. And, you know, if you do think you're getting lost, stop. And if you can get a signal, go from there and contact someone. Luckily enough, I ended up in a housing area. It could have been a lot worse because I'm dumbass. And I admit that fully. I wanted to go off and make a cool video. And instead, I made a fool of myself, ended up in a housing area. I got lucky. I want to thank Nikki and also her dog, Gary, which I wanted to ask her if the dog was named after the snail from SpongeBob. I know that's kind of silly, but anyway, it just felt like it was. But I want to say thank you once again to this nice lady. She gave me a ride back. It was a heck of a drive, as you can see, all the way back up the mountainside. Man, do I feel like a doofus. It was really embarrassing, but I learned a big lesson. And if you want to see some footage that I didn't include in here of my when I first pop up out of the woods, I'll include that at the end of this. So anyway, I don't know what else to say. Life is an adventure. Go out and have that adventure, but try not to maybe have this adventure, because it could have been a lot worse. Like I said, I'm lucky I ended up in a housing development and not on the other side of the mountain and many, many miles away. It could have been a lot worse. I feel like a doofus, but here I am pulling in with my sweet angel of Huntsville, Nikki. You know, it's just nice to see there are still wonderful people out there. I am Gypsy J, and I am the town idiot. And until next time, please be safe, my friends. And if you want to see how bad it is, check it out after the little credit here. I am Gypsy J, and of course, you are beautiful.
Where the fuck is my car at? Well, there I fucking hope. So this is crazy. I just came off the hiking trail and it just sort of disappears. It disappears right into some freaking neighborhood. I don't even know where the hell I'm at or where my vehicle's parked. This is goddamn crazy. I have no idea how the hell I ended up wherever I'm at. I don't even understand this at all.